Hi guys, it's Pascal here again. So in this video, I'm going to share with you one challenge many couples will face if they are looking to start a business online. And that is very simple. They would want their spouse approval, maybe your husband or your child, to like have a look at this and let's see what you think. You want to mastermind with them and see what the outcome will be. And often enough, they don't give you that green flag, but deep down inside you, you know that there is something in this training that you just want to give it a go, but you don't have that confidence in yourself to take the action because your spouse does not support it. And that kills that dream, that light that you have inside you that you feel like, wow, I'm going to change the circumstance in our family, be there, create this amazing life for my kids to be, maybe retire your husband that is disapproving you. It could happen, and as a result of that, they don't approve that, the dream dies. I'll explain to you what is happening so that you can avoid it, or you can just allow it to happen to you. Because what I do in my videos is I share my experiences so that you can learn from me. I say, basically, if you're going somewhere you've not been before, find someone who has already been on that path. Let them train you. It's very simple. It's another way of saying that is model someone's success. Now, if you're looking to start a business online and your spouse, you see yourself saying, I need my spouse approval before I take action. Watch this. Before we start a business online, we are usually employed. But what we are looking to do is we are looking to become business owners. Now, what I want you to understand is that these two people are completely different. As an employee, what do you do? Every time you have a challenge in like for myself, when I used to do my delivery job, if I had any issue on my round or anything, I had a line manager. I would always report. So if you're a junior doctor, before you make any decision on any patient or something, they do allow you make small decisions, or you're a nurse, they will allow you to make small decisions, but when it comes to any serious decision, you're meant to report it to your superior. Now, what that is doing to you as a person is you are being programmed to seek someone's approval before you take an action. It's called employee mentality. It will not work as a business owner. It's not going to work. Now, this is being on this side now for myself. I see myself as the final bus stop. There's nobody behind me. I'm the owner of my life. So any decision I make, I live with it. It's called responsibility. So it's different. There is no guarantee that that decision is going to be good or bad. I don't know. So that's how business people think. They think completely different. So if you are looking to start a business online and you and your spouse are both employed all your life, what do you think will be the product of your thinking? Remember, Ralph Waldo Emerson said, the hardest task in the world is to think. And Elle Nightingale said in The Strangest Secret that the secret to a good life is you are going to become what you think about. So you realize that with these two quotes, you will note that the problem every human being has in life is thinking. So here, when you and your spouse are masterminding, watching a training to see how you can start an e-commerce business, an Amazon business or whatever, you're both employed. It doesn't matter what the training is showing you. The mindset that you're approaching and you're seeing, you'll be seeing that as an employee. So you're not going to make your product, you cannot produce, like in maths, in maths, you cannot be employee plus employee and produce a business owner. It's not going to work. You produce the same thing, employee. So every time you're looking to make a decision in your life, or in your business, you will be seeking someone's approval, and that's not gonna work. You need to understand that you will need somebody who is on this side. So if you mix employee plus a business owner, you get business employee. That's what you become first. So when you become a business employee and you keep taking advice or suggestions from a business owner, gradually you will make this transition that you're looking to make in your life. You automatically move over to this side and be a completely business owner. So I want you to understand that you are going to be going through a transitional phase in your life that is going to cause you to understand what it tastes or what it feels like to own a business. And one of the skills that you must develop to succeed in business is learning how to make a decision. You can't avoid that. And that is why most employees don't even start, because they can't. They are always looking for approval, looking for a safe guarantee, something, prove to me that it will work for me. They're always looking for guarantee. There is no guarantee on this side. But there is guarantee being an employee, because this person dictates your salary. But he's living here on faith. You can only live on this side as a business owner, own a business, if you have faith in yourself and in God. So the skill that you will require is to make a decision. And I will give you one of the two things that really helped me. One is Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich. He said something. If you don't know Napoleon Hill, he studied, he wrote the book Think and Grow Rich, and he wrote a couple of other books. The Law of Success and 16 Lessons. If you read the two of them, it's kind of very powerful. Decision is just on one chapter alone. And there's a quote there that said, successful people make decisions very fast and change them slowly if they ever have to, while unsuccessful people take very long to make a decision, and they change them every now and then. They just jump on out. Now let me draw that in a graph for you so that you can understand. When you're looking to start a business, maybe you're starting from zero and your goal is to get to 10,000 a month, 10K. You will notice that from here to here, you will be making, at every point, you will have decisions that you will make to get you here. So at every point here, if you keep asking your spouse and your masterminding, you will see yourself not making much progress. You will either quit along the way, or family challenges might come up, or you might fall sick. You lose interest because you don't understand. So why successful people make decisions fast is, for me, it happened to me like an accident. It happened like an accident. It's not that I knew about this before I started. I didn't know. But I took the action because I was so scared I would lose my son on the streets of London. So I had a fear that was driving me. Everybody that asks me, why did you start a business? How did you, what are you selling? I said, that does not get the result. What will push you to get to 10K is your ability to make decisions. And if you don't know how to make a decision, will this step, because every time you realize you want to make a decision, like if you're using SFM business formula, most people, the first decision they make is $29. And most people, they will go through the free training. When they get here, they stop. Why? It's a fear of the unknown. They don't know what is behind. They want to see what is behind before they can pay this money. But what they don't realize, if they don't pay this money, there's something Joseph Campbell said. He said, the cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. So this money you're afraid to pay is holding the treasure. Once you pay it, you will see the treasure you're looking for, which is the 10K. It's just on the other side of it. So if you're going to make a decision, is you need to know why. If you're going to make decisions very fast, you need to know why you're starting here in the first place. For me, it's very simple. You might put yourself into, I usually ask myself, will this $29 get me one step closer to being there in the evening to teach my son how to read and write? If the answer is yes, I'll take the action. If the answer is no, I won't. That was how I was able to overcome this. The next challenge you might come up with, maybe to upgrade in SFM, if you want their full package, you want their training and all that, is like $297. And you ask yourself the same question. Will this, if I pay this money, will it get me one step closer to being there with my son in the evening a year from now if I don't give up? If the answer is yes, I'll pay the money. You might get the third one, might be you might need to shoot a video, you might need to write a book, maybe appear on camera like this, and you will have fear, because at the end of the day, this one might be fear of losing the money, this one might be fear of what people will say if you fail. Right? So what people will, when they see you on video like this, what they will say. Do you get me? So if you might have a fear that you need to shoot a video and you can't, you are scared of what somebody will say. How I overcome this one is 100 years from now, where will I be? I'll be dead. So it brings us to the next question. 100 years from now, would you be worried about what people will saying about you? The answer is no. I wouldn't even know what they are talking about. I'll take the action. So if you keep doing this gradually, that's how you get here. So you have to understand how to make a decision. If you're thinking of being a business owner, this is a skill you must develop. You can learn it. I learned it. You can learn it. So if you see yourself, your spouse is holding you back, no. Once you start taking these steps, that brings us to the final point. You will notice there will be a gap in the relationship. This happened to me. There will be a gap in your relationship, because the person you are here and the person you started with is completely two different people. You have to understand that. The person I am now is not the person I was 2 years ago. I would nag my wife, I would scream at my children, I would do all those things here, but I don't do that here. Because I created a habit. SFM will teach you a habit. It's called Ideal Day. What do you want it to look like? You start creating. It's like going to the gym. You start creating it now. You start putting in one thing or the other, like teaching your son in the evening. You start doing it now. It's not when you get there, then you say, I'll teach my son. It's not going to happen. If you're not doing it now, you can't do it tomorrow. You can't do it a year from now. So you have to cultivate that as a habit. So the person you will become when you get here will be different from the person here. So what you realize is that most of your spouse now that you're seeking to get advice from or suggestion from is still here. Or maybe they are still around here. So you have a responsibility, because you're now a leader in that family. It doesn't matter if you're the man or the woman. You're now a leader. It's your responsibility to guide them on this path. Do not spike them and talk down on them, because you will know some things that they don't know. And that's where you cement the bond in the family. It comes from having a true leader in the home. Not people that just talk about it, but people that actually lead their spouse on to help them, encourage them to be better versions of themselves. That's all it takes. That's all it is. So that's my share for you on this video. I hope you find it interesting. If you found it interesting, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. If you're looking to start a business online and you don't have any idea of where to even start, what product to sell, I'm telling you, don't worry about that. Let's get you through here first. Let's take it one step at a time. There'll be links around this video. Go through the free trainings. And if you're confident enough, the application is $29 to join. And every Saturday, You will meet me one-on-one. I'm not that kind you see on Facebook and I disappear, or YouTube I disappear. You see me live, and we take it from there. I'll share with you everything I've done to achieve this and more, so that you can model the same thing. It's all up to you. It's a choice. Life is always a choice. And I hope you find some value out of what I'm sharing. Please, if you like it, share it with somebody that it will help. And let's pass this along, because my goal is to bring peace to every home, because I struggled with it. Even in my own father's house, there was so much fight. And I got into mine, there was so much fight. But I happened to find a solution to it. So my goal is to solve, because I know so many families are like that. And my goal is to reach out and help as many families as I can. Because at the end of the day, you will notice everything we teach is based on one thing: love. Love your neighbor as yourself. My name is Pascal Wanaji. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.